What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Steve from A Reptile I Am and Show Me Reptiles. So today on Generally Speaking, we've got a special guest with Stephanie. She's actually the store manager at the Springfield Show Me Reptile shop. I went ahead and set her up with a little intro, and let's just roll that and bring her out, guys. What's going on, Stephanie?
Oh, that was good.
First of all, I love who you are as a person. It comes out in all the things you do, and I'm really glad that you're one of our store managers, and to your credit, one of the flagship stores as well. So, hats off to you, Stephanie, and welcome to Generally Speaking.
Thank you.
So tell everybody, like I said, you're in Springfield. So go ahead and introduce yourself and let everybody know what your store location is, address, and things like that while we start getting things going here.
All right. I'm Stephanie Vance. I am the manager of the Springfield location. We've been open for a little over a year at 3235 East Sunshine Street in Springfield. We're right across from a Starbucks. That's where most people can find us, because if I tell them Starbucks, they can find us pretty easy. Best thing in the world, Reptiles coffee, great combo. So yeah, that is where I am located, and we are open 12 to 7 days a week. So very easy to remember.
So how long have you been a store manager out there? Well, I don't know if you got hired on as a manager, or how long have you been at the Show Me shop anyways?
So over a year ago, I got a phone call from Mickey, and basically he wanted me to help him start the shop. So I actually scouted out the property that we're at now, contacted a friend of mine with a realtor, got him connected. He came down and signed the paperwork, and I helped paint the walls. I put all the product in. So I've been kind of there with day one with Mickey. He knew me prior and saw potential and wanted to offer me the position. And I was absolutely flattered and extremely excited for the opportunity. So been here since day one, even before technically we were open.
That's awesome. So groundbreaking. I guess that leads me to another question. So were you already in the pet store industry or animals or things like that prior, or like how did Mickey stumble across giving you a holler?
So my husband and I actually had vended multiple times prior to at the Show Me shows. And part of another thing that I had done was help with the marketing of the shows prior to this position. So I had reached out to the news station and arranged like a news story one show, plastered social, put out, advertisements, went and put out flyers in local businesses. So on top of vending myself with my husband, which I still breed on the side because reptiles are my passion, I was helping with that aspect as well whenever he reached out to me.
That's cool. And where was that at? Springfield, I'm guessing, or?
Yes. Yeah. Born and raised in Springfield. Been here the majority of my life. I lived in Alaska for a couple of years, but the majority of my life has been here.
That's awesome. So what kind of reptiles do you keep, Steph, at your house?
So I know people are going to be like rolling their eyes at this one, but I work with ball pythons. That's one of the projects I work with. But I will say that my husband and I have been breeding for years to achieve something, which we're one generation away from naming a new morph of ball python. We've had all of it proven out that we're just have to wait one more generation to basically find out if there's a super form. So we're not in any hurry. We breed because we enjoy it. We're also just started working with Blue Beauty and Knowles. So we're trying to work with those. And then we kind of look at the weird things that are hard to breed. So we're kind of trying to go down that road again with like harder stuff to breed that aren't necessarily bred in captivity as much. If it's a challenge, then I want it. But that's the main things that we work with currently. I mean, I also have so much stuff here at the shop. I kind of get to still indulge here.
Well, and that's kind of what I was getting at, because I think it's very beneficial that the person that comes in and takes a position like what you have, because the Show Me Reptile shop, and I don't like to name drop or whatever, but it's not your normal pet store, big chain pet stores. And that doesn't mean you're not having quality items, because these are coming straight from breeders. So, for reptile keepers, by reptile keepers, that
Yeah.
makes a big difference. And the overall knowledge base that you're able to, not only help with the husbandry at the location, but educating the customers.
Yeah.
Now you said something then, and I wanna loop back to it. So you said that in the beginning that you had reached out to news stations, and coincidentally, you most recently had a news station broadcast. Is that right?
Yeah, we went on this awesome local station. They're all about supporting other local businesses, and KSPR, also Fox 29. We went on this. There's this show called Unscripted, and we took Mo, our 100-pound sulcata that lives here. We took some other reptiles. Kind of made a big impression because we did know that the host was slightly terrified of snakes, so we did not tell him that
Slightly.
we had one until after we were live, and then I had him pull it out. So we set that up a little bit. We didn't want him to know. We wanted it to be, impromptu, and his reaction was absolutely priceless. It was probably
So I wanted to ask you about that. Did the other guy know? He seemed like he knew.
Yeah. He knew,
Okay.
he knew, but Jeremy had no idea. And
Yeah, the
that was
reaction
the best part of it.
the reaction was just golden. So for anybody that's wondering, where could they go and see this interview at?
So we have the link on our Facebook page for Show Me Reptile Shop Springfield. There's a little leopard gecko as our icon. It's on there. You can also go on to Unscripted's website as well. I believe that even Show Me Reptile show page had a little clip that was shared around too. But you can watch the full story off of our Facebook page. You can click the link and watch the whole thing. Which again, it was one of the most fun that I've had in a little while. Just to see that reaction.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was
fun.
It was fun to watch. I actually watched it a couple times because, well, the first time, as soon as you guys leaned over, I knew what was coming. And as soon as I think he knew what was coming too.
He was suspicious at that point.
I'm sure at that point he was definitely suspicious. And when you lean down and you're like, well, we've got one more, I'm like, of course you do. And you pulled that out, and
yeah,
he was just all over. Hey, what's going on, Lucky?
Say hi, Lucky. They said hi.
Hi. So yeah, that's another big part of the Springfield store, and your Show Me Shop experience is Lucky, who slid out the back door. I mean, anybody that saw the intro, you guys are a crazy duo. And honestly, it's not even a duo because you got Cheyenne in there too.
Yeah.
Just a great atmosphere. And it would be hard to say that somebody could come through that door and not get an educated person.
Yeah.
And on that note, I wanted to kind of bring something else up on the screen here. And tell people a little bit about what this is. This is another Show Me experience that the shop brings to the table.
So we do birthday parties or private events. It doesn't have to necessarily be just a birthday party because, us adults like to have fun too. So come on, we can do adults too. But we will come to your venue or wherever you're at. We even go to homes, and we bring multiple different species of animals for hands-on encounter. Of course, we're going to bring in that education aspect because we are different. It's not just about, ooh, look at the snake, hold the snake. It's, hey, this is a ball python. This is where they come from. This is how long they live. Feel the scales. We want them to learn while they're getting to hold and
Sure.
interact with these animals. And so we give them an hour. I mean, they can always book longer. We also even now offer in-house. So if you book before or after our hours, you can come to our location and get to be in our shop while we're doing the birthday parties as well. So
That's
it's a lot
awesome.
of fun.
And you say it's for adults as well. I got to piggyback. I'm jealous of this right here. Okay. I just got to be honest with you. I am going to come and sit down for one of these courses.
Sweet.
This is now this one here. I know that the date's on the bottom. It's kind of getting cut off a little bit with the banner. But we do have some August dates coming up there, the 5th, 6th, 12th, 13th. Tell everybody a little bit about what this is here. This is really, really interesting.
Well, I have to say that I was really stoked that we got behind this because I wanted to do this for a while. So I was really excited. Even last year, I was like, this is a great idea. And I will let you know that there is a new flyer coming out because we're going to re-edit it to where it's just the August dates because we just filled up the 22nd spot. So we have no spots left for the upcoming class. But the ones in August are actually 2-day. So they can actually come both days, which is really cool. But what they get is they're getting 3 hours, which is also 3 hours kid free for the parents, wink, wink. But while you're kid free, we are going to not just watch your kids. This is not a daycare. This is an education, hands-on learning. They get to feed the animals. They get to learn about the animals. They get to hold the animals. They get to learn all the aspects of it. We also feed them lunch. They get a t-shirt. And once they learn all these things and they do these things like helping feed, at the end, they actually get a laminated diploma with their name on it saying that they've completed the course. So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to show you. I'm wearing the shirt that the kids get. So it's this really cool shirt. It's in military green. I thought it looked really cool. I love
that.
So they get this shirt as well. So they can remember their experience too. And this last one was so much fun. I mean, the kids learned so much. And of course, they all pranked me at the end by told me that the toilet was smoking in the bathroom, and I went in there and they had set up, the toilet paper rolls with something sticking out their mouth. And I was like, well, at least that's that kind of surprise. Because when kids say I left a surprise, that's terrifying.
Well,
so,
I love the aspect that they get a shirt with the overall purchase of doing the class. And I'm just jealous because nothing like that ever existed when I was younger. And what ages have you actually worked with in these classes? These are young keepers, right?
Yeah. So we actually allow even 4 to 5-year-olds as long as they're potty trained. Because we have 2 of us. So if we run into that there's older and younger, we will split the group so that we get to channel it based off of their age.
Sure.
This last class was a really good balance, and they all really it's like they all enjoyed it so much that they all were so much in love with the reptiles. They're like, we're friends now, which was really cool. So they all got along really well. But yeah, we are willing to go 5 all the way up to, 16, 17-year-olds. If they really want to hang out with us, I'm fine with that. They are more than welcome to come. So we want everybody to enjoy that. And I do want to just make one note with the fee of the class. Show Me is so big about reptile education. We're not charging for the education. We don't charge for education. Education's free, and we want children to be educated. The only reason there's a fee is to cover the shirt and the food and all of that. So we tried to keep it as affordable as possible because we didn't want, there to be a fee for something that they can learn.
Sure. Well, and there's a price tag when that's why I say it's such a good idea that you guys are giving them a shirt. First of all, it kind of commemorates what they did. Yeah. For me, I'm kind of that guy. I like that stuff. I'm sentimental. I'd like the certificate too, but something I could wear.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Now, do the classes change like semi-annually or anything where they can continue to grow in their reptile knowledge?
So that is the ultimate goal, is even if kids have participated in another one, again, that's back to why we like to have more than one, because then we can split the classes. And let's say, oh, well, they've already learned about everything to do about Krista geckos and their knowledge base has grown, or we have let's say a kid that has a lot more knowledge. We're going to gear that class to kind of escalate it for them so they get more growth in that area, because obviously kids are going to be on completely different levels. So we would definitely want to accommodate that. And then the goal is, as we progress, then the classes progress with a little bit harder or different approaches to it so that they can learn more and more and more.
Yeah, yeah. So I love that. And it just goes to show you, and I don't know if you saw in the comments, but somebody said that I was too old. I don't care. I'm coming anyways, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to have a good time because that's just kind of what I'm about.
Yeah.
But I got to go ahead and pay some bills with a sponsor video here real quick. So hang tight for me, guys. I love
What's Colubrid Fest?
What?
You understand now?
Be so, Pharrell. I'll see you there.
I love it, dude. I love it. Okay, so I do have a couple other questions for you, Stephanie. And I almost feel like maybe you partially answered this next one. So going to the intro that we played for you guys, I can see you guys have a lot of fun in the store. You keep it upbeat, exciting.
Yeah.
Stephanie, I would almost be heartbroken if I didn't see you dance when I see you. Because everything I see, you're just out here so confident, mixing it up, and, being goofy for the sake of the team and the overall morale of the store. I love it. I do that stuff too. What keeps you going? Is it Starbucks across the street?
I think a really big part of it, when you are in a job that you actually enjoy, this brings me happiness. Like, I'm legit happy, and I didn't always have happiness in my life, and so to be in a place where I am surrounded by these other weirdos that like me too, and they understand me, like, if I'm walking down and I'm feeding crickets and all of a sudden I'm, like my son says, trying to shake it like I shouldn't or something like that, they just laugh at me and join in. And it's bringing that positive atmosphere, because we're all going to be tired. We're all going to have days where we have rough, interactions with people. But like, you have to hold on to the joy. Like, I have to look at the end of the day and go, it was so much worth it because I have a job that I love, and I have kids that are excited to see mommy when she comes home, and they love doing it too. And it's just, it makes you feel more fulfilled in life. And if I can help one person understand things better or see that joy on their face when they get a new reptile, like, it just fills me with so much excitement that sometimes, it just kind of bubbles out. And I am odd, and that's okay. I love the fact that I am, and I like being silly. I like making silly videos. My kids call them cringe videos, but I absolutely love
I don't
it.
think so. They're gut buster videos to me. I love what you guys do over there. I love the personality, and I always tell everybody this, Steph, you can't be number one without being odd first. So just
Yeah.
keep blazing your own trail, because you're right. There's other weirdos out there, and there's one right here that I'm a fan. So I guess what I will ask you is, where would you like to see yourself in the next couple years, or what's your future plans, Steph?
Well, I want to keep growing. Like I really want this shop to keep exploding. This staff that I have, Cheyenne and Lucky and even Owen, they become like family. This is a show me family. And seeing them grow too. Like I want to have another location. I want to be able to ideally be over more than one location and being able to interact and keep growing and expanding into the community. I want to continue to go into schools. I want to continue bringing that love and passion for reptiles across and keeping those fun, happy go vibes. That is my number one goal. And not to sound conceited, but I want to stay number one because I enjoy being able to do what I do. But I also want all of us, like all of our shops, to just grow together and this just to take over. Like that is my ultimate goal in a couple of years, is just to keep growing and expanding.
Well, your passion definitely shines through. I'm not always out at the store, so I love seeing the videos when you guys drop them. Just a whole lot of fun. With that being said, there is something that is indeed coming up tomorrow. Same
Yeah.
channel, guys. The Show Me Show presents Shop Talk, where it will be the one and only Stephanie from Springfield. We got Dawson and we got Loki. So this is not directly the Shop Talk show. This is just introducing you guys, and we're going to go ahead and figure out what time frame works and get that going. So Mickey's idea on this was, we do so much in the stores with the educational stuff like what you're talking about. And it would be good for us to be able to, kind of expand out to more people other than just the Springfield people as well. Because even if they can't come in, the information and knowledge being shared is top notch. So like, there is the ability for people to still grow. And that's something that you guys do daily at the stores. So I'm kind of excited for it. Is there anything in particular that you think, hey man, this is what I'm really wanting to do when it comes to the show? Whether it's, I don't know, showing off. Oh, you can't hear me? Seems like she can't hear me. She can't hear me. So, yeah, like I said, guys, we've got that show coming up tomorrow. That will be on at 7 o'clock. We've also got some other really exciting stuff coming up this weekend, guys. We've got the Marion, Ohio Reptile Show. That is the 2-day banger, the 19th and the 20th. I do know that the conductor will be out on the scene there. We got a couple other booths on the ground, so that's exciting. We've also got the St. Louis Reptile Show. That's Sunday, July 20th. The general will be in the house for that one, so super stoked and excited for that stuff. So lots of exciting stuff coming up. Stephanie, it sounded like I could hear you again. Do I got you?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you're all good. So what I was talking about is for the show that's coming up, is there something that you enjoy doing more? I mean, I know that you enjoy doing all of it, but is there something that you are most comfortable with when it comes to talking to people about?
Like a specific species?
Whether it be talking directly about animals, maybe it's setting up husbandry, or even how to build the enclosure.
I definitely would say that the education aspect on husbandry and kind of making sure that's spot on is something that I really enjoy doing, making sure they have the right facts because there's a lot of misinformation out there. So, and you know, as far as species, ball pythons are kind of that, and in knolls, I usually get pushed like Cheyenne and Lucky are like, hey, there's a ball python question. I'm like, I got it, you know, like that kind of thing. But I definitely like setting up enclosures and kind of making sure their husbandry is where it needs to be.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Stephanie, that's about all I've got for you, hun. Was there anything else that you wanted to maybe say to everybody or anything like that before we end up peace out?
Well, I definitely would love for anybody who has not come to our shop, or even if you come to our shop, to come check us out. We've had a lot of people drive from different states just to come see us, which is completely blows my mind that people do that. So you don't have to spend money in our shop to come enjoy it and learn and spend time with us. So come check us out. You can watch my cringy videos because they won't stop because I love doing them. And come support, you know, your local shops because we're definitely not going anywhere, and we just want to help the community, and we want to meet you guys and continue to spend time with y'all.
For Reptile Keepers by Reptile Keepers, sis. All right, so that's all I've got for everybody, and with that, I'm gonna hit it up, man. Peace. We're out.